All right, fire away.
So overall thoughts after that was that?
We had our chances. To lose the turnover battle 5-0. To have kick operations really on 2 kicks that both would have won the game is disheartening in that way because I thought we would have handled those situations better. But I thought our guys really fought back, gave us a chance. I thought the defense played solid all day. Would have liked to get a turnover, but really they held them to 13 points there until that last field goal, and that's a pretty good day's work in the NFL. So just didn't do enough as a team to overcome some of the adversity that we put ourselves in. Didn't find a way to make a play at the end of the game that would have won it, and that's life. So we got 16 more of these, and we'll turn around next week and start getting ready for Dallas and try to gain some momentum that way.
Zach, any thought of going for 2 at the end of regulation, given what your long snapper situation?
You have to trust that we're going to get it done, and at the end of the day, that part of the operation I think was good enough on that play.
You're talking specifically about the snap.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of questions about the play clock not being ran down.
Again, new operation. Tried that. We snapped there 13 seconds. I understand that. Trust me. We would rather do something different. But again, just trying to make sure the operation ran smoothly. It turned out that we sacrificed some seconds just to make sure that we were all on the same page there.
What is the trade-off when you do that to make sure that you kind
You leave 13 seconds.
What do to make sure the operations run smoothly? Just making sure that the snap goes through.
Yeah, the communication's good. Everyone's on the same page. Everyone gets on the snap at the same point. You saw earlier they rushed us on some looks early in the game. So just want to make sure that everything went smooth.
How much during training camp does Mitch practice long snapping?
He practices all the time.
I know you'll have a better answer tomorrow when you watch all of Joe Burrow's throws, but what do you think led to him having that many interceptions today? Is kind of uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, you saw some of them. I mean, T.J. Watt jumps up and intercepts one. They made some really good plays. We'll review them all and make sure that if we can make improvements at whatever position, we'll make them. I thought that they made some really good plays on the ball as well. You got to give credit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They showed up ready to play. They made some plays on some balls that were really great plays.
On that last third down that you guys had, did you give Burrow some extra freedom to be extra creative, knowing that maybe a long field goal wasn't the best option at that time?
Yeah, I mean, we talked through that. We wanted to still be aggressive and score. There's a fine line there. We ran some plays that the coverage just didn't give us the opportunities, and we still wanted to have that aggressive mindset, knowing that the field goal operation wasn't ideal. It's just the way it played out for us.
Do you think the appendectomy had anything to do with Burrow kind of struggling?
No, I don't think that had anything to do with it.
You get into late in this game, you're up near 100 plays on offense with your offense against
Yeah.
their defense. Guys are clearly gassed out there. Does that come into some of your play call? Is that in the back of your head? Because I know it's rare for that to happen in the game, but
Yeah.
here.
It's both, for them and us. You know what I mean? So at the same time, we're watching them, trying to see where there's some yards to be gained because of how many snaps we've been out there in the field. Sure, it affected us at times too. Your receivers in and out. When you lose T early in the game, that hurts as well. So then you're shuffling some guys around. But I thought our guys handled it really well. And again, we got yards there at the end. We just couldn't finish those drives that would have won the game for us.
Sorry if you asked this earlier, but the Jamar catch that was break down by the inch line could have been maybe challenged. It looked like that you guys rushed up. Can you talk me through how?
Yeah. Part of it was that's the hardest place for us to see in the entire field is that spot. So I didn't think there was a chance there was a touchdown there initially. So we got on the ball to run it in quickly. It's hard with all the craziness that moment, all the communication to get that, hey, stop, let's evaluate this. We just couldn't get it done fast enough by the time we'd seen a replay and realized, oh, shoot, he might have gotten in there. So just got to learn from those. It's a fine line. You get the ball in the inch, you just want to punch it in real quick. And in hindsight, maybe he was in and we could have given ourselves a chance.
As a head coach, you go through situational meetings, and I don't know if you consult with that, but how often would you say you guys go through the setting where you lose your long snapper and you have to make a decision? Are we going to kick it on third down, or should we keep going and just ride Burrow? Like, how often does that come up?
That doesn't come up very often. I'm not going to lie to you. That's one you're adjusting on the fly there. We felt the right decision was to kick it on third down in case the snap was off and Kevin could just spike it and we could try to kick it again. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out for us.
When did Clark get hurt?
I think it was on a punt. I mean, that seemed like a really long game. I don't remember the exact situation when that came up.
Was
there any thought to having Ted Karras try to snap as opposed
Oh,
to
Mitch has been the guy that's been practicing for us, and he's been the best option right now.
How concerned are you with the way the offense kind of started and played? It seemed like y'all struggled for consistency until the end. I mean,
We just had turnovers. I mean, we moved the ball. So when you're in the red zone and we just have the turnovers, it's just a matter of, okay, let's go back and make sure that we're all on the same page and doing the right things. But, you know, I thought that we made some really good plays. I thought we ran the ball really well and put ourselves in some good positions. I thought the pass game was efficient aside from the turnovers. I thought, you know, we had opportunities for guys to win and make plays, and they did. And particularly there in the second half, I felt like we were really moving the ball quite a bit. We just weren't capitalizing with. We had a no score down there in the low red zone. We had a no score in overtime. So you're going to say offensive struggles. Really, the game should have been over on both of those. And on an extra point, a field goal, and it just didn't work out for us this week.
Evans' attempt on third down and overtime.
Yeah.
Is the plan there for Kevin if the snap is high to?
Yeah, it's really if he doesn't think he can get it down, you know, which I assume that he thought he could get it down. So we got it down. We gave ourselves a shot there. But again, if the ball dribbles back or it's an errant snap, then you get a chance to get to the next play.
on the play where Samaje tried to advance the fumble, and then they reset the clock, reset the play
Yeah.
clock, and you guys snapped with like 13 or 14 left on the play.
Right.
Was that not to put Mitch under the gun?
That's what we were talking about. Yeah, it's that part was a fine line of we wanted to milk it. There's 13 seconds left when we snapped it. That's not ideal, obviously, the way that this game played out. We wanted to do it a little bit later, but again, it's a new operation, new people in there, and it's the communication just wasn't exactly what we wanted.
OT wasn't able to finish the game, and he's being evaluated for concussion, but do you know anything further how severe it is? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's a concussion. I talked to him at halftime, and of course he wanted to go in, and that's just not the way we can do it.
What was your message to Joe, kind of about specifically two of the throws he forced into tight windows?
Keep being aggressive. Keep being aggressive. That's what's got us in the positions that we've been in. It's a really good defense. They did a good job. They were locked in. They played as much as anybody. They got some talented playmakers. They made some really good plays, squeezing some of those routes. And so we made some adjustments as we went to try to put us in better positions. I want Joe to continue to be aggressive.
Zach, as this game started, did you anticipate perhaps some of the struggles in terms of timing, communication, rust, whatever word you want to
Yeah.
use offensively?
We do everything we can to iron that out, and again, the turnovers what got us early. I don't know that we punted in the first half. I could be mistaken there. But, at one point we had 5 possessions, 4 turnovers, 1 field goal. And we felt like we were doing well and making some room there in the run and the pass game. They just kept taking the ball away from us.
Zach, I know the game just ended. Do you have an idea of what the plan might be with long snapper going forward?
We've got one on the practice squad that we like, so that would be the immediate plan.
Zach, it doesn't get any easier from here on in. As head coach, what's your biggest challenge in making sure the guys are ready to go next week?
Yeah, it's not the way we started the season the way we wanted to, obviously, but again, we're smart enough to know not to react when you lose the turnover battle 5-0. I don't expect to win many games. We almost did. So you gotta find the silver lining there. There's a lot of things we can continue to work on. We got to take the ball off the other team. We got to sack the quarterback more. We got to protect our quarterback. We got to have better ball security. I've got a lot of confidence that we will. I think at the end of the day, people are going to see Pittsburgh as being a really, really, really good defense. We knew that coming in with some of the guys they gotten back, some of the guys they added, some of the ways they're able to play their guys. We knew what we were getting into before the game, and we knew that this would be a big challenge for us.
Once the officials ruled that the forward progress couldn't continue inside 2 minutes, was it an easy decision to punt? Or was it still hard?
Yeah, there's confusion there, obviously, of what the situation is, because it's not 4th down. So, initially you think you can advance the ball, then you realize it's inside 2 minutes, so you can't advance the ball. So then you're trying to recalibrate, where's the ball? We want to win the game, but you have to punt because it's 4th and too long. And obviously, it's too long of a field goal at that point. So, yeah, there was some communication that we had to iron out there, and then ultimately we had to punt the ball.
Good.
Okay.
Zach.
Thank you.